All right, we got the September update. I know this is old. This is a video that I've been asked to react to. New character usage and win rate stats in Tekken.
What's going on, everybody?
By BoogardMG. If you guys haven't...
On the character.
Hold on, I'm going to move myself so you guys can see Boogard. If you haven't subscribed to Boogard, do so. He makes awesome Tekken content. Thank you. Let's see this video.
It's been a couple months since we saw this. This one is for September, and it's always a lot of fun just to go through it because I think there's a lot you can learn from it. It's always cool, like seeing, okay, what are the win rates of each character? Which characters have it a lot easier in ranked? Which characters are really struggling in ranked? And just like overall the popularity. There's a lot you can learn from that. But going into like what makes a character.
I'm guessing they want me to get better at Tekken. Is why they sent me this video.
So every once in a while we get together and we go over the stats. That's what we're going to be doing today.
Okay.
As always, the data is collected by Not Quite Factual. We're just going to be going over the character data this time. If you are interested in rank statistics, that was my last video. Go check it out. Let's get into this. Okay?
They might have sent me that one too.
First here, win rates with 95% confidence interval advanced. So let's get into it. So the first one is just basically win rates. There's a 95% confidence interval. Nothing too crazy has changed if you guys were part of here. You were part of the video for the last one, you saw that. Basically, Panda and Kuma are still the two characters who are doing the best in ranked play. Not surprising. They're a huge matchup check.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Very strong right now, especially Kuma.
Super strong.
But like these are the two characters where like
super annoying to deal with.
You run into them in ranked,
Bruce.
You're gonna have a really bad time. No surprise.
He's not lying.
Shaheen being number 3 it's always amazing. Shaheen and Claudio are the two who are always up super high. I never really understand it. I mean, to me, Shaheen and Claudio, they seem really honest, at least like at a higher level.
Yeah.
But I guess for lower level play, there's a lot of strings that are being abused. I know Shaheen has
I don't know.
Is it the hit low or the hit low high launches that they all spam? I'm sure there's like a lot of.
But if you know the matchup, you can beat it.
And maybe it's just because he's not popular. We'll see later.
He's not very popular.
He's always at the bottom of the popularity lists. That probably explains some of it. Crazy seeing Shaheen here though, and then Zafina right behind him.
Zafina like also, if you know the matchup,
to, like,
you know,
cheesing people, being hard to.
Oh, I know. Just that little low crawl.
Shaheen, I don't know. It's just so weird. We have Claudio here. Some
Claudio
changed so far.
People abuse him.
Dragunov has actually gone up. I remember him being
really
low on the last one. I was surprised.
I'm starting to learn the Dragunov mix-up, so
on the Dragunov is broken thing. There was a little while there, people were like, "Oh, maybe he's not that good," and then they're like, "Nope, he's still the best character." So that makes sense. Jack being up there,
Jack is crazy.
No,
I can't learn the matchup for Jack.
Definitely makes sense. You know what doesn't make sense? Deviljin.
Yeah, for real.
What is going on here? I think this is the highest I've ever seen Deviljin. This is a really, really strange one. Maybe the Deviljin players, maybe it's a case of like the ones that stayed after he got massacred, because that character is awful right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because the people who stayed are really, really strong Tekken players. I mean, you have to be an incredibly strong Tekken player to do well on Deviljin, especially in the higher ranks. So I guess it kind of makes sense, but Deviljin that high is just like,
if you like the character.
Maybe it's all like the setups. Maybe everyone's like Momo is just grinding setups in his room. Like everyone's been saying, they're all just labbing like these crazy setups and no one knows how to deal with them. Might be that. Obviously he does have some stuff. The down back 1+2 is really broken, but Deviljin is not a very strong character right now, so that is surprising to see. Leroy, not too surprising. Azucena, Eddie, these are the characters you'd kind of expect to be around here.
Yeah.
Lee, Victor's gone down substantially since his nerfs. Makes sense. Probably just because a lot less people are playing him.
Well, less Asuka, Victor players.
Crazy. Lydia right in the middle of the pack. So this is the first stats where
I don't see a whole lot of people playing Lydia. I haven't fought a Lydia since release.
So it's cool to see Lydia's right in the middle here. And there's nothing too crazy going down.
Nina.
I'd expect them to be a little bit higher. That's actually pretty strange.
Zhao Yu.
Leo.
Learn the mix-up. You guys will get it.
Really low. Makes sense. And then obviously Kazuya and Reina are at the very back.
That's
Horing's
weird.
Lower than I thought. Horing and Law are actually way lower than you would have thought. Because everyone talks about how cheesy they are.
Yeah.
Look at their win rates. They're getting destroyed.
Yeah, for real.
There you go. I guess
that doesn't make sense.
Than we thought. King very low, Jin's very low.
That also, those.
Yoshimitsu being this low does surprise me.
You know what's so funny?
Really,
looking at this list and knowing the characters that I fight, I'm not trying to cut them off, obviously. But looking at this list and knowing the characters I fight a lot of Bryans, a lot of Lilies, a lot of Steves, a lot of Jins, a lot of Kings, a lot of Hwoarangs, a lot of Laws, a lot of Reinas, and a lot of Kazuyas. So when I see this list, all the Kazuyas, I don't know the fight, so I get my butt kicked, right?
Popular these days. He's very difficult though. Like, even though Yoshi's good, don't get it wrong. Yoshi's a very hard character to play. Same with Brian. And Lily's pretty low, but I feel like that's just because no one really plays her anymore. I think this is the exact same list, so we can go down here.
I
skip
see
the rank. If you
a
are
good
interested
amount
in
of
rank
lilies.
stuff. Go watch my last video. Okay, character popularity. This is where it gets interesting. So, Jin, King, Kazuya, Hwoarang, Reina, Dragunov. Nothing too surprising here. They've all kind of like fluctuated. I know Jin and King were fighting for #1. Dragunov used to be #1, but people have kind of like chilled out on him recently, even though he's still popular and he's slowly making his way back up. But yeah, Jin is undisputedly the king of Tekken.
Oh yeah,
you can't really argue that.
Jin, everybody's
everywhere.
playing
He's
as
super
Jin.
easy. He's super strong.
Ridiculous.
He's my main. I love Jin. What can I say? King, yeah, nothing too crazy there.
King,
Kazuya,
always.
these ones are always
Kazuya.
pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Brian's always high up there. Laws.
Maybe that's why the win rate is lower.
Yoshimitsu one is just I can't explain to you guys in words how happy it makes me to see Yoshimitsu being this popular. Like if
Yoshi's fun to play.
Tekken for a while, you know, Yoshimitsu has never been popular. He's never been strong. He's never been popular. Tekken 8, everyone loves him, and that's in no small part due to how much effort the developers put in. They put in a ridiculous amount of effort into like modernizing him. He has an amazing voice, amazing sound design. He's more fun to play than he's ever been before. It makes perfect. This is one of them that just, it feels right. It feels right to have Yoshi in the top 10.
Yoshi definitely.
Stay
He's
tuned.
fun to
We have a
play.
Yoshimitsu video coming very soon, so be ready for that. Lily, a little bit higher than I would have thought.
I see a lot of people
I know she was kind of
playing
going
Lily.
down as time went on, especially since her
Lydia,
people
I'm
were dropping her.
surprised.
And no one is playing her in pro play now,
Especially because Asuka.
Paul, steadily going
Asuka.
up.
I play a
remember
bunch
when
of
the game first came out. He
Asuka
was around
mains.
here, kind of where Lars is. So Paul's been going up. Love to see it. Still crazy. If you told me back in Tekken 7 that Paul would be outside of the top 10, that would still be crazy. He was like #1 for most of Tekken 7, but he's making it back slowly. I believe in Paul. I really like Paul in this game. He's so cool. Lydia, nothing too crazy. To be honest, I'm surprised she's this high. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I'm
I feel
surprised
like I
she's that
never
high
see
too.
Lydia.
I never see her.
Almost
Ever.
never see her in ranked. I don't think I've seen her for the past month.
Not since opening.
So I said nothing crazy here, but I actually take that back. That is pretty crazy. Lydia being above Victor.
Yeah.
What world
That's
are we
nuts.
living in? What is going on? Okay, well, the more you know. Victor kind of below, and then Eddie. Eddie seems really high.
I could see that though. More
Maybe
people
the DLC
play
characters
Victor
are
than
coming back,
Eddie.
'cause, yeah, it honestly did feel like for the longest time, no one was playing the DLC.
But see, more people
Maybe
play
with the Hashim
June
back soon,
than
everyone's
Eddie
going
and
back to
Victor.
the DLC characters.
So I don't know.
I'm not sure, but that feels really high for Lydia. It's
It does.
interesting. Yeah, Eddie feels high for Eddie too. I never see Eddie.
Yep.
June kind of makes sense. Asuka, Lee, Lars, Azucena, Devil Jin, obviously my boy Devil Jin. He used to be up here, and then he got gutted, and now no one plays him. Rightfully so. I encourage people not to play Devil Jin. But I was talking about on my stream. It's like it's mental torture playing this character right now. Okay, it's mental torture. Alyssa, Nina, Zhao Yu, Feng Wei, Jack. Nothing too crazy here. Feng Wei's kind of low. I feel like Feng Wei would have been way higher before.
Fang
Kinda
is,
weird.
I mean,
Claudio's low as always.
more people play
Leroy,
Fang now.
Go check out my Leroy video. I talked about that in depth.
I love
Not because
Leroy.
he's bad. Leroy's good now. Doesn't matter.
I love
It's just
Leroy.
Not interesting. He's too boring of a character design for me
No!
to be interested in.
Stop it.
Raven, Kuma,
Stop.
Zafina.
Boogard, take it back.
Pretty standard. This is the same thing, but in high ranks. So this is Tekken God ranks and above. It doesn't change too drastically. We see Dragunov go up a little bit. Brian goes up a little bit. Actually, Brian goes up a lot. Actually, holy
Yeah,
shit.
a bunch.
Devil Jin's kind of in the middle. But like usually, this isn't like Tekken God and above. Isn't that crazy? People will gravitate more towards like the better characters, but it's more or less the same. And then to go back to the win rates, we can see here it kind of compares them. So this is Destroyer to Fujin, Raijin to Tekken Emperor, and this one's Tekken God and above. Panda and Kuma are dominating in both. Big surprise there. But you
Wow.
can see like at the higher ranks, you start to see a little bit more normality. In the lower ranks, it's just like it's every man for themselves. I know a lot of you guys are struggling in red ranks. Go check out
Yes.
the video. I gave some advice for it, but
Oh my
listen, I
God.
believe in you. Okay, keep grinding. You can get
Thanks,
this.
Boogard.
Yeah, that's characters. That's basically all I've got for today.
Thanks, man.
If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Oh yeah, and also I have a Discord if you guys are interested. The link is in the description below. I'm always on there chatting about like streams because I'm starting a stream schedule soon, future videos, answering questions. So if you want to chat with me and a bunch of other Tekken fans, make sure to join the Discord.
There you
and,
go.
Yeah, that's about all I've got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.
Take it easy. You take it easy, Boogard. Everybody subscribe to BoogardMG. He is awesome, wonderful. I'll link him down below. Like the video as well. This is a perfect example of how it was in September. We are now in October, so a lot of things have probably changed since that video came out. But yeah, it seems accurate. Seems accurate still to this day. So we'll have to see if I, a red rank Leroy, can make it to the blue ranks. Hopefully purple and then blue. One day. Boogard said he has faith in me, so I'm going to take that.